Monday, just after lunch, and I'm going to show you what I have listed. Some today, a little bit yesterday. And we're here with the mostly southwestern jewelry still. These are azure malachite. They're actually not southwestern. They are signed BA, and they are made by a designer from Bali, but they kind of remind me of a southwestern look anyway. Those I listed for $38. These teardrops I listed for $36. These are Navajo, probably. They're not signed, but they look Navajo. Teardrops, and the turquoise is a really pretty, very clear blue. It might be Sleeping Beauty. I don't know. The butterflies listed for $22. They're not signed, but they're probably Navajo. Yes, there are some initials on the back that were written in some kind of permanent marker that just will not come off all the way, although most of it came off. But they're otherwise not marked. I guess the ear wires are marked 925. Oh wait, no, that's not right. These are marked. They're marked on the wires, and they're marked Marsala. The mark for Marsala. So they're not actually Native American either, but they're Native American style with crushed turquoise and coral. And then lastly, we have this stick pin with this gorgeous stone, which I think is glass, but it's really, really, really pretty iridescent art glass. And this I thought was going to be sterling, but it turns out it's not. It's probably silver plate. It's not marked. And that I listed for $17, I think. Here are just a few things that I am packaging for tomorrow to send off. This is an Avon ring. It looks kind of like a spoon ring, but it's purpose made as a ring. Some Avon sells better than others, and this was priced at $39. Not too bad. And then these are some Edwardian. I think they're gold-plated cufflinks. They look an awful lot like gold. They're not marked as gold-filled, so but they have beautiful little, very delicate engraving. They have a little space for a monogram on them, but no monogram is on there currently. And those sold for what, $29? I've forgotten already. $26. Such a deal. And then finally is the tablecloth that's inside this plastic bag. I will slip in a picture. It is a purple tie-dyed tablecloth. I think it was originally a white linen, like jacquard tablecloth. Somebody probably did that in the 60s, and it's really beautiful. And that sold for $26. There seems to be a large cruise ship just off our beach. Man, look at the size of that thing. That is really big. It is Tuesday morning, and I'm going to show you the items I listed mostly yesterday, a little bit this morning. I'm still working on my sterling silver, mostly southwestern native jewelry lot. So here are my most recent listings. This is adorable. A little turtle ring. That's a very Navajo style. It's got the sterling silver and chip turquoise. And turtle ring listed for $29. And we have some handmade sterling silver and turquoise earrings. These are also probably Native American, but they're just marked sterling, so don't know for sure. And those I listed for $29. Little Zuni inlaid turquoise, coral, and onyx Thunderbird tie tack. You can also, use these as pins for anything you want. Put them on a hat or purse or scarf or a collar. Really cute. he's listed for $22. And then lastly, I have this ring, which is a bit distressed. It's inlaid turquoise and coral, but you can see a lot of the stones are missing. But, you know, it still has a neat look to it. And I would think a person skilled in jewelry could probably renovate this without too much trouble. I thought about doing it myself, but I don't really have the appropriate stones. So I just decided to list it at a bargain price. And that bargain price is $26. Well, green seems to be the color of the day for my orders. I have this green Siam silver, except that it's not silver, it's silver plate, but it looks like silver. Beautiful green enamel brooch. And that one sold for $18. And then this Langham glass, art glass paperweight from England, and that sold for $34. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. I love the ones with the bubbles that look like they just almost look like they're going to come right out of the top of that thing. Cool. It is Wednesday afternoon, and I'm going to show you what I've listed today and a little bit from yesterday. Okay. Oops, let me get my cheat sheet here. Okay. I listed more Southwestern jewelry. And this is about almost the end of it. I think I have one more piece, or two more pieces maybe. I have this large Roadrunner pin. He's hand stamped. He would be most likely Navajo. And he has a turquoise eye. And I listed him for $36. And then here's the little baby version. A little bit smaller, a little bit less detailed, but still very nice. Turquoise eye, and he is $26. And I have this cast copper bear paw ring with a turquoise at the center. And this is signed RB inside a bear, which stands for Running Bear, which is a, can't get it to focus, but Running Bear Trading Company is out of Gallup, New Mexico, and they are a wholesale company. They were founded in the 1970s, and they deal exclusively in Native American made items, so we do have some verification that this is a genuine Native American piece. Probably, I think it's Hopi that do these shadow box style things, and this is marked CU for copper. It's also marked 925, which I think the only silver I see is the solder that attaches the band to the top. I don't see any other silver on it. So that I listed for $29. We have a Zuni style. Again, it's not signed. It's inlaid turquoise, coral, black onyx, and mother of pearl, and a little thunderbird. It's a stick pin. I don't have the correct end cap. I just have this gold one that it came with, and I don't have a replacement for that. So, but other than that, it's in great shape. And that I listed for $28. We have a little sterling silver coyote pin. It's not signed. It is marked sterling, although most of that mark is obliterated by the pin, but it says like ING there. And it has turquoise also. And the coyote is $32. And then we have these really pretty turquoise earrings with the dangly feathers. And those I listed for $29. Hey there, it is Thursday evening, and I'm going to show you what I'm wrapping up to ship tomorrow. This darling little trinket box, which I believe this was made in Japan, even though it doesn't say it. It's sort of masquerading as caulk porcelain, but it's not, but it's beautifully done. This was $25. Originally it was plus shipping, but because my customer bought all these things together, they add up to more than $35, which automatically triggers free shipping, so she gets all of her shipping charges will be deleted. This faux pearl and crystal necklace, very fancy with the gold filigree bead caps, sold for $15. And this is an agate teardrop necklace. That sold for $17. And then to a different buyer who's also one of my regular customers, I sold the charm bracelet, one that's got so many charms dating from the 1940s. Very cute. It's Shirley's charm bracelet. And that one was priced at $225. So I was very excited. And also, I'm not sure that I showed you that I sold the Silesian wirework brooch from like the early 1800s, and that sold for $125. If I didn't tell you about it already, I might have, but if I didn't, I will stick in a picture of it to remind you. So that's two really good sales I've had this week. Sales are a little slower than they've been, but they're still reasonably strong. Not too bad. There, it is Friday afternoon, and I'm going to show you what I have been recently listing. So I'm finishing up one sterling silver lot and moving on to another one. These little Dreamcatcher earrings. They're so delicate, I don't really want to test them with the acid, but I'm pretty sure they're sterling silver, and they have little turquoise beads. Little dream catchers. So cute. Those are only, I believe I listed those for $18. And I may have showed you this already. This is a very Navajo-looking tie clip. However, turns out it's not sterling silver. I was very surprised because those are definitely real turquoise. And but I noticed there was a tiny bit of copper showing through right there, so I of course tested it. Well, it wasn't marked sterling, so I would have tested it anyway, and it turns out that it is silver plated. But it's really pretty. The tie clip I listed for $24 just because it's not sterling, but it's nice looking for that price. And then this is moving on to the new lot. We have this abalone and sterling silver pendant, a very modern looking thing. I added a chain to it. It's like 18-inch chain. And that I listed for $28. We have this sailboat brooch, which the marking on it, there's just a tiny partial marking, but I did scrounge around on the internet and I found out what this is. It is Great Falls Metalworks Company, which was founded in the 1960s, and their logo is like a kind of a segmented circle with GFMW inside it, and the company is still around today, I believe. I think this is probably maybe 1970s, just judging from the look of it, maybe 1980s. I listed him for $36. And then lastly, we have this beautiful little onyx and marcasite filigree brooch. It is made in Thailand. Very, very beautifully made, though. Really good quality work. And that I listed for $31. So we have the usual suspects of bagel sandwiches, a couple of apples, granola bars, some figs from our tree, some beverages, and we're just enjoying the breeze. It's actually quite comfortable. Here are the items that I am packaging up to ship tomorrow. The first thing is this Native American sterling silver watch band with turquoise and coral. It is very old, I think probably 1940s maybe, and it is distressed, but someone can do something great with that because it's just so cool looking. And that sold for $32. And we have this Peruvian Inca style enamel, and I think it's 800 silver. Little combination brooch and pendant, and that sold to one of my very regular customers. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And that sold for $38. This basketball charm, dating probably from the 1930s. Well, it's a brooch, it's a brooch with a charm on it. It is, I don't know, what is it, copper, brass, something. What is that? It's a Letterman sports pin. Copper, sorry. That sold for $22. And then lastly, this pinwheel ring, which was recently returned to me because somehow during the trip to where it was going it lost a rhinestone. I have replaced the rhinestone, and if I could get this to focus I would be a happy woman, but it's not going to. It sold almost as soon as I relisted it, again, to one of my best customers. So there you have it. So here I am at the flea market. I wasn't going to come, but I got a free pass, so I came, and it is really crowded. So weird. This is the dustpan I had growing up. This was my mother's dustpan. Could be the exact one. So bizarre. So this is a whole box full of these bridge hand holders. This is what they use to play duplicate bridge, and my husband has some of these to teach bridge. I know he would love this. He would just love this, but he doesn't really need it. Oops. This is so cute. I mean, you can't really see it too well, but it's a little German accordion. It's so precious. Not sure if I should get it or not, but it's cute. So it is Sunday night, and I am going to wind up this vlog by showing you the things that I've sold and that I'm going to wrap up to ship tomorrow. And the first thing is this lot of green turquoise cubic beads, which I sold from my second shop, which is my handmade and craft supply shop. It's Leabo. The link is in the description if you have any interest in checking it out. But I sold this. It's quite a large lot of these beads, and they sold for $50. And here are the other three items that I sold. This is a sterling silver sailboat. Pretty. That sold for $36. This turquoise and sterling silver necklace, sold for $42. This mirrored tray with a gold kind of a picture frame around it, that sold for $32. It's kind of cheap, isn't it? And then this, which is a shuttle for a loom. It's called a boat shuttle, I think, something like that. I bought this not knowing what it was. I just know that I loved it. I knew it was old. It was so smooth. And then I figured out what it was later. I've had it for a while. It's been waiting for the right buyer, and that sold for $32. So I thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Comment, like, subscribe to my channel. If you like vintage and handmade craft stuff. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.